We are here in Bali. Kamina coming at you.
Kamina.
Coming at you. I love it. So hello everyone. This is Kamina coming to you live from Bali.
Coming at
My
ya.
name is Kim.
My name is Gina.
And we are Kamina.
We are Kamina.
So we thought we'd share with you 3 things we've learned this week each.
Should we do one? So, 3 things each. Do you want to start?
Okay.
What have you learnt this week, Kim?
Ooh, okay, so I had to think about this because there's loads of things that I've learned, but condensing it into 3, I was like, ooh, the most potent ones. Okay, the first thing is I've learned how to be a queen.
You have?
I don't know how to be a queen. So for anyone who's watching, I have, for most of my life, been trying to figure out the masculine-feminine dynamic of, like, you know, being a strong, powerful woman, not needing a man, being independent. And I was always attracting men in situations that made me be the dominant one. And, you know, I want to be the feminine, surrendered one who is in the feminine and being taken care of, but is also powerful. And I was like, how can I be in my feminine but still be powerful? And this week I've completely embodied who the Queen Kim is, because I now get it, I understand it. So for anyone who hasn't heard of David Data, he talks about like the 3 different stages, and the 3rd stage is basically like the queen energy of, you know, a woman can be in her power and run an incredible empire, but also when she's with her man she can surrender and be in that dynamic. And it just gave me massive permission to be a queen. So I feel clear now. So when I do meet my one, then yeah, it's going to be a vibrational match. I'm excited. Ooh. Queen Gina, okay. What did you learn this week?
Okay, so when Kim, like, we live in a house, you probably may have seen if you follow either of us, which we obviously do.
It's a mansion.
We live in the Abundance Palace in Canggu, Bali, and there's how many people live here? 6 people live here.
6.
And all the girls went last weekend. Was that only last weekend?
Yes.
Holy Moses. To this For the Art of Loving Men retreat thing. I didn't go, because obviously I know how to do that. Actually, no, I totally needed to go, but I'm already in like a few different containers, and I'm already like in couples coaching with my man, and it's quite intense, so I didn't feel I had capacity for another thing straight after my launch. I was just knackered, actually. However, I did go on the retreat with my energy, because whilst they were all there, we weren't speaking, they weren't telling us, we weren't streaming it. Well, we weren't streaming it by this thing, but we were streaming it, because all the downloads they got, I got in a different way just by not going at home. So the download that I got, because I'm in a relationship that we've known each other for 15 years, but only in the last 6 months. Oh my God, that's 6 months now. Only in the last 6 months have we been like together. And there's been I have like a story of lack of trust, which I didn't even know. Didn't even know I had a lack of trust story until 6 months ago, when a huge thing happened that broke our trust, and I was like, oh shit, I've got a lack of trust thing. And so I hadn't realised, for the last 6 months I've been like working towards trusting him, and trusting it, and trusting us, and trusting the energy and the vibration, and thinking I was doing really well, until that weekend when they were at the retreat. And I realised, what I learned was, like, how would I be if I fully trust? And that's knowing that I might get fucked over, or I might, you know, something might happen, or he might lie to me, or whatever. But, like, how would I show up for my part of it if I was fully trusting? And I just dropped into that, and I just started to fully trust him. So that was the first thing I've learned this week, that I wasn't trusting my man and I wasn't trusting us, it, him, myself. I wasn't trusting it fully. And if I do, he feels more relaxed and empowered. I get to soften into my feminine, same thing. And everyone's better off, you know. Yeah.
Ooh, big one.
Biggie.
And is that like the masculine in general, or just this particular person?
Yeah, it's the masculine in general, because last Burning Man, when was that? So not last August, the August before, had this big awakening then, which was that I wasn't loving the masculine. Like, this is part of the not trusting, but I wasn't fully loving and accepting and acknowledging, and I wanted this man, I wanted to meet my one, but I wasn't loving all men. I was still kind of in this conditioning of that men are... It sounds really bad to say, but like, I grew up believing that men aren't as intelligent, and men don't get things, and they just don't expect him to know. He's not going to understand. Like, all these things is what I grew up with, and that's what I believed. And then I had this big crescendo, and I realised, like, all that is bull, and I can rewrite that. And I, like, fell in love with the masculine at Burning Man 2 years ago. So it's been part of that, for sure. Yeah. Falling in love with the entire masculine.
Big one.
Queen Kimberlina.
Hello.
What's your number 2?
My number 2 this week. So I've learned that I don't need to wash my hair for 10 days.
Ooh.
So 10 days ago, I fell off my scooter. Well, someone crashed into me, actually.
Showed a mini.
And I got a bad foot.
She's got a boo-boo.
Got my skin off my foot's non-existent.
Got no skin on a foot or a knee.
Was my fault. Someone bashed into me. I was going very slow. I learnt to surrender.
Mm-hmm.
I learnt to surrender because normally I'm on the go, doing all the things. And so basically my foot got bashed, and I went to this little hospital, and they cleaned it up, and then my foot got an infection because I didn't have any bandages changed for a couple of days, and then my foot went swollen, and it was really painful. And then I had no cash, and I went to because our cards just aren't working.
Don't even talk to us about cash. Don't talk about the cash. Don't even mention the C word. Not that C word.
Credit cards. So went to like 4 different cash points, couldn't get any cash. So I didn't have my bike. I didn't want to drive my bike. I couldn't walk. I had no money, and I just felt really, really vulnerable, and it was really painful. And the doctor scraped all the stuff off my skin, and it was really painful, and I was crying.
Oh.
And obviously I've not got my family here, but I feel like I have got my family here because I've got all of these gorgeous people in my best friend Gina. So yeah, one of the things I learned this week is to surrender, and it's okay to be vulnerable. You don't always need to save the day, and I'm always supported.
Yeah, it's all right to be saved.
It's okay to ask someone to get money out for me. It was edgy.
We can want to be saved, consciously saved. We don't need to be. We can save ourselves, but it's also nice when someone saves you for you.
And that's what queens do.
Queens.
Yes. So that was my second thing that I learned this week. Okay, Queen Gina, what is number 2?
Number 2 is that it's good to have a holiday.
Oh.
I don't know how. If you have a business, or you're an entrepreneur, or you're a workaholic, put what emoji should we do for that?
A muscle.
Put a muscle. Stick a muscle in the comments for us. Because we are both entrepreneurs, and we both have businesses that we love, and we never switch off because we don't need to, we don't want to, like, we love what we do, and it's really, really good when we do. And so I am practicing what I preach and having a 2-week holiday, a self-love break, where I'm not serving anyone. Well, maybe I am serving you guys right now. I don't know. But today was a fluke because Kim came in the lounge and she's like, I need to do a live. I'm going to do a live. And I was like, let's do it together because that'll be really fun. Yeah. So we are. But yeah, other than that, I'm doing no work for 2 weeks, and I'm replenishing my stocks. And I always say to my team, are you having a day off where you only serve yourself? And they're like, no, why would we do that? That sounds great, but I'm not going to do it. No, it's scary. I'm going to lose my mind. I'm like, no, you're not going to lose your mind. You're just going to work a tiny bit more on the days that you're working, and you're going to make time for yourself.
Love that. Boom.
Kimberlina, what is your numero trois?
Other thing I've learned this week is the power of slowing down and tuning into one's body.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. This is music to my motherfucking ears.
Okay, so I think it was a couple of days ago, I was just like, I'm going to have a slow morning. I just feel like I want to have a dance and just put the music on.
Ooh.
And I just literally put a playlist on for like 40 or 50 minutes and just danced in front of the mirror. Really got into my body and was just really present and checked my phone. And it was so nourishing and pleasurable and amazing. And an hour after I'd finished doing that, I had an inbox from a customer who had never bought products off me before, just saying, okay, I'm in, I want to join the 30-day program. I was like, I'd never reminded her or asked her to do that, and she was all in. And it was just another reminder of, like, have fun, be a magnet, yes, show up for your business, but doesn't need to be constant, Kim. Doesn't need to be constant every single day. It's consistent, and it's being magnetic, and it's just another embodiment of what I already know, but I'm still really embodying it all.
I love this one.
You like that one?
Because my motto is easy and fun. And not being in the
fun.
doing. It's all about, like, invite people with your energy, with your vibration of fun, because I believe that people want to be coached by people who are fun. Like, people who...
Do you think we're fun?
Do you think we're fun?
Are we fun?
Yeah, because, like, I don't want a coach or anyone. I don't want a team. I don't want anyone in my life who is just in grind mode and has no fun. I want really fun people around me. And if they're not fun, I'm not really attracted to them. So I believe that people attract fun people. Like, by me having fun, I attract clients who are fun and want to have more fun. And of course, like, that makes the world a better place. Like, yeah, anyway.
Okay. Queen Gina, what's number 3?
It's okay to be not okay. So we all know this. We all hear it all the time. It's okay to be uncomfortable. It's okay to be uncomfortable in a relationship together. Like, just because it's uncomfortable doesn't mean you can't do it. Like, we run from stress, we run from discomfort, we run from sadness, we run from things we don't want to feel. But actually, like, stress is kind of a sensation in the body, and we can move it. Like, sadness is a sensation in the body that we can move it. All these things, like, we can feel it and move it, and it can go through us. Like, we don't have to fear it. And if we're in it, we can hold that. Like, it's fine. We're going to have that. And I was just talking to my friend outside, and yeah, like, we're not robots. You know, sometimes we think if we don't feel like, oh, fucking hell, like, everything's great. I've just manifested £1,000 in my bank account. I don't even know where it's from. I've just signed up 10 clients and met a new guy in the street. Like, yeah, that's nice. And we can be in that a lot of the time. And it's okay when we're like, today sucks a bit. That's fine. That's good and normal and natural.
So we love you. If you feel like sharing this with anyone who you think might benefit, please do.
Good day. Goodbye.